everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving into something pretty powerful, a financial framework called the cash flow loop. It's this system that's really designed to shift your money from just covering bills to actively, and I mean actively, building wealth for you automatically. So, if you've ever felt like you're just working so hard but not really getting ahead, then you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
Okay, so before we can even talk about building a solution, we first have to put a name to the problem. And it's a problem so many of us feel. It's this concept called the treadmill economy.
Does this question just hit home for you? You work hard, right? You pay all your bills, maybe you even manage to squirrel away a little bit of savings, but then you look back at the end of the year and it kind of feels like you're in the exact same spot. You're putting in all this effort, you're running and running, but the financial scenery just isn't changing.
And that feeling? Well, this is the core of it right here. The treadmill economy is that exact cycle, this earn and spend loop, where all your hard work is really just serving to keep you afloat instead of actually moving you forward. It's a system that feels like it's almost designed for stagnation, no matter how hard you run on it.
But what if there was a way to just step off that treadmill? What if a totally different system existed? Well, that's exactly what we're looking at next, a hidden system that operates on a completely different set of rules.
And this, right here, this is the big mental shift. That path of just earning more so you can spend more, it's not the only option on the table. There is an alternative, one that's designed not for just maintenance, but for building real, unstoppable momentum.
This slide really lays it all out, doesn't it? Over on the left, you've got the treadmill economy. It's totally linear, you earn money, you spend money, and the process just repeats. It's stagnant. But on the right, you see the cash flow loop. It's cyclical. It's built on this amazing principle of automate multiply, where your money, we're talking investments, assets, starts generating more money, creating this cycle that builds actual momentum over time.
So how does this system actually work? What are the mechanics? It's not magic, believe me, it's a very specific 3-stage process. So let's break that down right now.
And the absolute beauty of this system is its structure. It is an engineered loop where every single stage feeds the next one, creating what's basically a self-perpetuating cycle of growth.
Okay, this is where it gets really, really interesting. So stage 1 is the gateway. This is your entry point. Think of it like you're strategically pointing a portion of your income into an investment, say a stock market index fund or maybe a rental property. Then stage 2 is multiplication. This is the engine room, right? This is where that capital actually grows, generating things like dividends or rental income. But the most critical part, the absolute game changer, is stage 3, feedback. See, instead of spending those gains, you reinvest them right back into the gateway. You're buying more stocks, or maybe you're paying down that property loan faster. And what this does is it makes the entire loop bigger and accelerates the growth with every single cycle.
Now, once you get this loop running, something truly incredible starts to happen. You stop being the engine of your own wealth, and you become the architect of an automated system that works for you.
I absolutely love this quote from the source material because it just captures the idea so perfectly. Because of that feedback loop we just talked about, your money isn't just this static tool you use anymore. It becomes this active, growing thing, almost like an organism that starts to replicate itself, all inside the system that you built.
And why does all of this matter? Because the end goal here isn't just about paying this month's bills or funding a single retirement. It's about creating this powerful financial momentum that can literally last for generations, securing your family's future long after you're gone.
Okay, so the theory is powerful, we get that. But the most important part of any of this is taking that very first step to make this a reality for you. So this is the fundamental question you gotta ask yourself. Are you ready to stop running in place and start building a system that actually runs for you? If the answer is yes, well then let's talk about the full blueprint. Look, everything we've just touched on today, this is just the high-level overview. The complete guidebook, the cash flow loop, has the entire detailed blueprint. It shows you exactly how to set up your own gateway, how to choose the right multiplication engines, and how to automate that all-important feedback loop for your specific financial situation. It's the whole shebang.
So, if you are truly ready to make a change, the next step is crystal clear. Get your copy of the cash flow loop. All you have to do is click the link in the description below. It is time to step off the treadmill for good and start building your loop.